EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the The 20. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake here on first down. But he's going to take a shot right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Elliott avoids him at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
So that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
41's the whip.
The give is to Elliott. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Well, thinking about what the Cleveland Browns have been able to do this year, I guess not many places, not many franchises, if you're fighting around 500, would you be saying, hey, this is a giant leap forward, but this is a giant leap forward this year for Cleveland.
After years and years and years of false starts, it is a huge leap forward. And not only are they on the right track now, because they've got coaching, working with administration, with the players playing well. They're not only taking a big step forward, they're still in the playoff hunt. Think about that for the Cleveland Browns in 2018.
After the last 3 years winning a combined 4 football games. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Mayfield now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. A good pickup there of 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Mayfield. His throw incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, 2nd straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, Charles?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Second down, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Handoff comes to Chubb. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's run, fella, let's run. Move. Left stop. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Set. 3-19.
A run for Nick Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. This throw caught right around the 6. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. More from Cleveland after this. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
3-19.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here we go with Johnson. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak. But then, a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins that got them there, those 5, which were all tough, physical, hard-hitting battles, if it took a little bit out of them before they went on the road and lost Indianapolis in Week 15. But if they get to the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to, are they a threat to New Orleans? Are they a threat to Los Angeles? Are they a threat to Chicago? To me, they are only if it's a low-scoring, physical affair. That's when Dallas plays at its best, and that's what they'll have to do to reduce some of those high-flying teams like New Orleans and Los Angeles.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Good. Here we go. 46. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Prescott on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good. 46. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Mayfield to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Get out.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Nice footwork at the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
46.
Now Elliott. Spinning. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here we go. Wide aim. Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Here we go. Wide aim. Here we go. 46.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Woo.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
46.
Prescott from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive a coach crazy.
Again, it's Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Done. You go 46, 46. 46.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A give to Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Prescott eluding the pressure right. And tag finally runs runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And his kick is good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A second down throw for Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. 46.
Throwing here, Prescott. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. And this is caught at the 8th. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent, and how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Here we go. Wide eight. Wide eight, Wait, take. There we go. Wide eight. Wide eight, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Wide eight, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Wide eight. Wait, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Wide eight, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Wide eight, take. Wait, take. There we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Wide eight. Wide eight, take. There we go. Wide eight. Wide eight, take. Wide eight, take. Wide eight, take. Wide eight, take. There we go. Wide eight. Wide eight, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Wide eight, take. There we go. Wide eight. Wide eight, take. Here we go. Wide eight. Wait, take.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You've taken the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
do you think? What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? What do you think? Here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Here we go. Get out, get out. Here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? Here we go. Wide, ain't it? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Hustle, hustle. Here we go. Wide, ain't it? Waiting, take. Here we go. Waiting. Waiting, take. Here we go. Waiting. Waiting, take. Here we go. Waiting. Waiting, take. Waiting, take. Waiting, take. Here we go. Waiting. Waiting, take. Here we go. Waiting. Waiting, take. Get out. Waiting, take. Here we go. Waiting. 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 Waiting, take.
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Waiting, take. Here we go. Waiting. Waiting, take. Here we go. Waiting. Waiting, take. Here we go. Waiting. Waiting, take. Waiting, take. Here we go. Waiting. Waiting, take. Here we go. Waiting. Waiting, take. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? What do you think? Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Let's go. Let's finish now. What do you think? Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Awesome, awesome. Hey, here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? What do you think? Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Hey, here we go. Wide 80. What do you think? Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. What do you think?